Hello everyone, welcome to Tech Sharmit. In this session, we will discuss about another scenario for Get Diagnostics. So this time we are going to use Get Diagnostics in order to fetch the catalog name. Now what is the catalog name and in which condition we will retrieve that value, that we are going to discuss in upcoming moment. Okay, so before we discuss the program that I have already created, Get Diagnostic 12, let me show you the table and the data that we have in the file, because on that particular table we are going to perform this operation which will generate some kind of error, and then that error will provide the catalog name. Okay, so for that what I will do, I will take you to the session 2. Here I will show you the table which I have already created. So this is my table, students 2, where we have two column only, a student ID, integer primary key, student name, varchar 255. Okay, why we have created this primary key? Because we want to generate duplicate key error value. Okay, so I make this student ID as primary key. So whenever we try to insert a duplicate key into this table, it will generate duplicate key value error. Okay, so this table I have already created, so I will not hit this query again. Instead I will show you the data for this table. So here I'm running one query, select star from Sharmit1, which is my library name slash file name is students 2. So once I hit okay, something is wrong with the query. Yeah, Sharmit 1. So once I hit enter, you will see it is showing me a record. Total 8 record is there from 101 to 108 in a sequential way. So okay, so this is the data that we already have in our file. Now what will happen if I try to insert the record 108 again? We know that it is a primary key, but still we are trying, at least we are trying to insert record. Let's see what will happen. So for that I will insert into, taking F4, providing the library file name here, students 2, or if you would like you can provide the library name as well, Sharmat 1, hitting enter. Then I'm trying to insert 108, student ID would be 108 name, and hitting enter. So once I hit enter, you will see it is generating one error, duplicate key value specified. Now if I take F1 on this, it will show me this description of this error, like why this error occurred and all the recovery way. Okay, but overall our intention was just to generate the error, not to go deep in this. We just generated the error. It means our table and requirement is done. Now we will just go through the program and generate the error from program, and then from that error itself it will produce the catalog name that we will capture with the help of Get Diagnostics. Okay, so let's quickly go to the program. In program what we are doing, first of all we have declared two variables. My first variable name is gd info, and second variable name is result. Here you can see we have one statement that we are going to fetch today is catalog name. Okay, so here if you see gd info of character 128, result. Now there might be one question, how I got to know about this length. So for that what you can do, you can simply visit IBM official website, then there you can search for the IBM Get Diagnostics and just look for this catalog name. There you will find one table with all the possible outcomes and their statement along with data type and length. So from there you will find all these from all this information regarding the table statements. Okay, so accordingly I have declared variable here. This is the maximum length for this statement. Now second variable is result. Name you can keep anything for both the variables, it is up to you. Okay, now for second variable we I have set the length character as length as 10 and type as character. Why? Because I want to show the retrieved value on display screen. So it is we know that yeah, we are not able to print 128 at a time using display command, right? So for that, what I will do, I will convert it into, I will trim this value, and whatever the trimmed output we will receive will store into this result variable, and then that result variable we will use to print. Okay, fine. Now let's go further. So here what we are doing, we are setting the commit option to star none. So it will set the commit option to star none, and after that, this thing we always do in our SQLRPGLE programs, right? So below to this, what we are doing, we are performing some insertion. So here we are executing SQL exec SQL insert into Sharmit1, which is my library name, slash students2, which is my file name, and the values which are we are going to insert is 108 and 108 name. So this query will try to insert the record again with 108, but if you check the file I just show you, that 108 is already there. So in this case what will happen, it will generate error. Once it generated error, then only we will be able to retrieve the catalog name, because catalog name is something that is provided by the firstly the query is executed, then whatever the table we are using, it will return the catalog for that table only. Okay, so and this value will be returned only in case of error, otherwise it will be blank. So query is executed here, then we are checking for the get diagnostics condition 1, and the value which we are trying to retrieve is catalog name into gdinfo host variable. So what it will do, it will execute, it will get the diagnostics information for condition 1, use the same syntax, and will retrieve the catalog name value into gdinfo host variable. Then we are trimming the output because it is of 128 length and we don't want to print entire, otherwise it will give error in display command. So we are just trimming it out, and then that trimmed value we are storing into the host result. Then we are printing the result variable and setting the star INLR to star on. So let's quickly compile this program and call it. So once you call it, it will show you the catalog name. So this is pub400. So in my case, the catalog name is pub400. It totally depends on which server you are using, because right now I'm using public server, that's why it is returning pub400. Maybe it is a bit different in your case because you might are using a different server, so in that case your catalog name would be different. So accordingly, but the process is same, you can retrieve in the same manner. Just check after creating this program and you will be notified like what is your server or catalog type. Okay, fine. So how we are retrieving catalog? With the help of get diagnostic. And what catalog do, it returns the firstly it execute the query, and then uh, the query which is just prior to the get diagnostic, it will check for the table, and whatever the table is generating error, it will look for their catalog name, and then that catalog name will be retrieved. Now my question is, what will happen if I provide the correct data? Means there is no error condition, right? We are trying to insert 109, and if you check the file, there is no record available with 109 ID. So in this case what will happen, it will insert the record, and in such condition it will not generate any kind of error, and though the catalog name will also not populated. So let's see, calling the program, it is returning blank string. Why? Because this time there's no error occurred, because we tried to insert 109 and it was not there previously. Now it is inserted, you can check the file, it is inserted, right? 109 is there. So that's why it is not generating any kind of catalog name. So it is clear that always whenever you are trying to insert data into the file and you are checking for the catalog name, if record is successfully inserted, it will not generate any kind of error. Then in that case it will return your catalog name, otherwise it will return blank value. Okay, so this is how we can easily utilize get diagnostics in order to fetch the catalog name for the last executed SQL query. I hope this session is clear to all of you. In the next session, we will discuss few more things. So thank you for watching Tech Sharmit.